Joel here with Bodycam Breakdown TV. Today's footage comes from Midwest Safety. If you want to watch the original video without my commentary or breakdown, I'll have the full footage linked below so you can watch it start to finish. After spotting a man wanted on multiple felony warrants, officers attempt to make contact, but he immediately takes off running. What follows is a search across Lovington, New Mexico, as officers work to track down where he went. After uncovering a key clue, they finally locate where he's hiding. And that's where today's footage picks up, as officers move in to take him into custody. The breakdown starts now.
Unlock it? 421, 411. Back doors unlocked.
10-4, you guys go ahead and go in. I'll stand by back here.
Make announcements.
Lovington Police Department, if you're inside, make yourself known!
Once officers have reason to believe a wanted suspect may be inside, safely clearing the location becomes the priority. Making their presence known can sometimes prompt a response and helps reduce the chances of officers unexpectedly encountering someone as they move through the home.
Hey, Will. Yeah, just hold here. I'm going to check up here. Where's he at?
This is his bedroom?
Yeah.
21, 24, 49. The room I'm in right now is going to be his bedroom. 10-4. Is there anywhere else in here where he can hide?
I really don't.
At this stage, officers are working to narrow down the suspect's possible location. Every room that can be cleared safely helps eliminate uncertainty and brings them closer to determining whether the suspect is actually inside.
21, 24, make my way back to you.
No shit there.
I'm open this one real quick now. Here's the bedroom. Yeah, I'm going in. Lovington Police Department, if you're here, make yourself known.
Every room officers clear reduces the number of places a suspect can be hiding, but it also increases the likelihood of an unexpected encounter. Situations like this can change in an instant, which is why officers move methodically while trying to maintain control of the environment.
Hold there.
Holding. All right. Go ahead and stand up. Show me your hands.
Yeah, y'all know y'all got a lawsuit, right?
Yeah, go ahead and just get down on the ground. Get down on the ground now. Get down on the ground or you're going to get tased. Down.
When officers reach the point of using a taser, it typically means verbal commands alone are no longer achieving the level of compliance needed to safely bring the situation under control. Their focus now shifts toward ending the encounter as quickly and safely as possible while limiting further resistance.
Stay there. Turn around. You're gonna get tased.
What is going on?
Turn around.
They broke in the house.
When a suspect moves into an area occupied by other people, the situation becomes significantly more complicated for officers. With multiple people now reacting to what's unfolding, officers have to divide their attention between controlling the suspect and managing a rapidly changing environment.
They broke in the house. I didn't do shit to y'all. Bro, what do you mean shoot shit on your house? You gonna shoot me?
You're about to
You're about to get it again. You're about to get it again.
Bro, I got a shot.
When resistance continues after an initial deployment, officers are faced with the challenge of gaining control while the situation remains unresolved. The longer the struggle continues, the greater the risk to everyone involved, which is why officers may escalate their efforts to bring the encounter to a safe conclusion.
Come on. All right. Hey, just stop. Just stop, okay?
Get up. Please, take it off me. Please, take it off me. Bro, they broke in here. They broke in here. Why are y'all doing this to me? I've been committing murder.
Even after the taser is deployed, the situation isn't necessarily over. With multiple people nearby reacting to the encounter, officers still have to secure the suspect while managing distractions and maintaining control of an increasingly chaotic scene.
What have I done? No, I need to know.
You know what you
No, I didn't.
Come on, man.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
I'm going to take these off and put them in the back.
Y'all shot me with tasers? Y'all broke in here?
No, we didn't break
Yes, y'all did.
We were allowed to.
No, you wasn't, because he didn't have consent. They're gonna try to say that my fucking dude let him in.
As officers continue working to secure the suspect, they're also entering a situation with several other people present inside the home. Encounters like this can become more complicated quickly, especially when officers have to balance gaining control of the suspect while sorting through information coming from multiple directions.
Y'all shouldn't even be in here. Y'all shouldn't have been in
You're
here.
gonna get it again, man.
Bro,
You are gonna
go
get it
ahead.
again.
Put it on camera.
Got Deja. Calm
I
down.
can't wait for you to have your job, bro. Y'all some fucking pricks. Hey, man, don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me,
We're far
bro.
past that now, Mr.
No. Listen, I haven't did shit.
At this stage, officers are trying to gain the level of cooperation needed to safely complete the arrest. When communication breaks down and the focus shifts away from following commands, it often makes the process longer and more difficult than it needs to be.
Are you gonna cooperate?
No, bro, I'm not.
Okay, you're just.
Cause you're fucking with me, bro. You just shot me for no fucking reason.
No, we didn't. So I'm gonna give you one more opportunity to comply, and you're gonna get tased again.
Bro, I wish you fucking, bro.
I'm telling you what's fixing
What
to
a
happen.
pistol at, bro? I swear to God, I'll shoot back. I put that on everything.
Officers are now at the point where cooperation can have a major impact on how smoothly the encounter moves forward. The more a suspect follows instructions during the handcuffing process, the easier it is for officers to bring the situation to a controlled conclusion.
I'm gonna take you out of this cuff, and you're gonna roll over and let me put your cuffs behind your back.
I swear to God, I'll be out in the motherfucker. Go ahead, homie. Do your job.
Have EMS come now?
Hey, guys, I have EMS coming right now.
The encounter ultimately ended with Rashad Mackey being taken into custody after officers spent considerable time tracking him down following his attempt to evade arrest. According to the case outcome, Mackey faced multiple charges, including resisting and evading officers, battery on a peace officer, aggravated fleeing, escape from custody, and several outstanding warrants. As part of a plea agreement, he pleaded guilty to 2 resisting and evading charges, while the remaining charges were dismissed. In April 2025, the New Mexico Court of Appeals upheld his judgment and sentence. This encounter is a reminder that attempting to avoid arrest often creates additional risks and complications without changing the underlying situation officers are trying to address. Leave your thoughts on how officers handled the search and eventual arrest in the comments below. And that's where we'll leave this one. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. It really helps support the channel and allows us to keep bringing you more content like this. I'd also love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below and join the discussion. Thanks for watching Bodycam Breakdown TV. I appreciate every one of you, and I'll see you in the next one.